Hi friend, we are going to get better at taking ourselves on solo dates. I also had a moment at the beach and I was like, wow, this is my job. I have been working towards this for 6 years. This is insane. Like, I get paid to film my life. God is so good. I think before it gets really good for every creator, there's something that happens that I like to call the dip. And it's where it looks like nothing is happening for you after putting so much effort and so much work into your craft. And this is where people quit. Right before it gets good, right before all the abundance starts rolling in for them, but they don't see it through. So they don't see how good their life can actually get. They don't see it through. And it's so difficult when you hit that point because you don't have the motivation of it being shiny and new. And you're also super far away from where you would like to be. So you're kind of just in this middle ground, trying to motivate yourself every day to push forward when you're not seeing any results. But the key here is to fall in love with the dip, okay? Fall in love with the process, not the outcome. I never get the chance to do anything like this, to just sit on the beach by myself without my daughter and just soak up this beautiful life that I've built for us. I really don't stop and just like savor the moment just because I'm always hustling and making sure Ava has everything she needs and, you know, trying to be healthy and work out and drink enough water. I was like, no, you know what? Today I'm going to the beach as soon as I drop her off and I'm going to have a moment. I'm going to have a moment to myself and read my new book. This is the one I got, by the way. It's called The Artist's Way. I keep seeing it all over TikTok, so I'm going to do it and I'll give you guys an updated review. When I read books like this, though, I need the actual physical copy because I'm definitely someone who likes to highlight when they read a book like this. It's a 12-week course in book form. It says a course in discovering and recovering your creative self. So I'm really excited to get through this. I also bought the journal that came with it because from what I've seen, you have to do like morning pages, which will be easy for me because I do my gratitude journal every day. It's definitely time to pull out that notebook and make some completely outrageous, extraordinarily delusional, only you can understand type of goals, because that is the only way your dream life is going to happen. You have to be completely unreasonable. I built this life because I have a whole lot of audacity. And when I lock in on a decision, absolutely nobody can change my mind. I mean, nobody. I am so stubborn when it comes to my goals. It's either my goals or nothing. Because I truly believe, like, if I can see it, if I can see the vision, I'll have it in my reality soon enough. I don't even worry about it coming into my reality. I already know that it's going to come in. This is the mindset that you need to go all in on your goals. It's either your vision or better. It's either this or something better. Never something coming from lack. Always something coming from abundance. My Q2 goals are so outrageously ambitious. As always, let's be real. Even if I cut them in half, okay? Even if I cut them in half, I'll still have an insane amount of growth. Now, I'm not gonna share them because I believe in showing and not telling. Also, you would literally probably look at me like I'm completely crazy. Like I said before, keep it quiet until it's done, then show, don't tell. Outside energy can ruin a good thing. But honestly, the trick is to just go and then think later. You can figure it out as you go. That's why when so many people talk to me about starting digital marketing, they're like, I have to have everything figured out. I have to have this figured. No, you don't. Act now, figure it out as you go. That's really the secret. That's really the secret to getting whatever you want. Just be completely and utterly delusional and ambitious. For those of you who are new here, I left my husband. I had nothing but a couple suitcases and like a really big dream. And I made that dream happen. Like I made it happen. Was it easy? Absolutely not. But I did it because I was completely and utterly delusional. And I'm sure all of my friends and family and like the world were looking at me like I was a little crazy. They're like, oh, you're gonna leave your husband, but you have no money. I'm like, don't worry about that. I'll figure that out. Don't worry about it. But if you give yourself too much time to think, you're gonna talk yourself right out of it. Just watch. You won't even be in the same spot in the next 90 days. If you act now and think later and be completely delusional, I promise your life is gonna look totally different in 90 days. You're going to be coming back to this video like, Janessa, I can't believe what happened. All you got to do is take that first step. That's all you got to do. Okay, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my beach time before I have to go get Ava from school. Well, school's almost over.
Take a break. And relax all day.
You're only saying that because I went to the beach today.
What? No, I am
You're
not.
jealous. Peanut butter and jealous. I never go to the beach without you. Like, literally ever.
Then why did you think of that anyways? That's it. I'm calling your mother. Where's your phone?
And a package came for me. It's a 23 millimeter for my Fuji. I have a 35 millimeter on here right now, and although I do like it, it's a little bit too tight and I need something more wide. And I've really been into learning my Fuji and different recipes to put on it. So I thought this was worth the investment because it's kind of making me fall in love with photography again, to be honest. So here's what it looks like. It's not very big. All the Fuji lenses are really small. So I'm gonna stick it on here and then we're gonna go test it out. We're gonna test it out. I'm gonna put a new recipe in the camera. It's kind of cool because you don't have to edit Fuji photos. You just kind of like load the recipe, which is essentially a preset, into the Fuji film camera, and yeah, it comes out perfectly, which is crazy. If you like that filmy, grainy look, then I would definitely suggest grabbing one. But I'm gonna find a new recipe to load. All right, y'all, I got this really cute pink pool from TikTok shop, so I'm gonna put it up. We're gonna move my fire pit over there because there's nowhere else to put it. I promised her I would do it, so let's just get it done.
And that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. And that's the way I like it. Finna smile from none of these bitches. That's the way I like it. Funny nigga. That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30. I'm 30 for 30. I'm 30 for 30. I'm 30 for 30. Chat. Should they fold that bitch? No yoga mat. Chat. Should they dare that nigga? Don't hit me back. Chat. Should ran that nigga? No questions asked. Chat.
All right, y'all. Am I in my pajamas and it's only 3 o'clock? Yes. But don't judge me. I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday, so we're going to do a little bit of a book haul. Well, I was only supposed to get one book, but like, who gets one book? You know what I mean? I got a pretty good stack, and I'm excited about it. I feel like tonight's just going to be a super chill night. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to cook dinner. I'm going to order in. I'm in my pajamas at 3 o'clock. It's just one of those days. You know what I mean? So I already told you guys about the Artist's Way when we were at the beach, but this is the morning pages journal that it comes with. If you are a creative, definitely do it with me. I'm kind of excited, but it's just a journal. I feel like you don't need the set. You could just do the book and then get a regular notebook, but they only had the set and they didn't just have the book, so I had to get both. Apparently it's like really popping off right now, so they only had like a few left. And then I got Summer in the City. I'm excited to read this. I've read nothing but good things. And I became obsessed with this author whenever I read her book called The Great Alone. So I wanted to get more of her books. I got The Women by Kristen Hanna, and The Great Alone was the first book that I ever read by her, and I loved it. Her character development and stories is so good. Then I got the highly rated Nightingale. And look how pretty that is. This is like the limited edition one. They didn't have any other one, but bonus because it's beautiful. So I'm gonna start this tonight. I'll probably be done with it in a couple days. It's not that long, like 450 pages. This one was higher rated than The Great Alone, so I can't even imagine how good this one is. Then after I'm done with the Nightingale, I'm gonna read Summer in the City. This one's super short, almost 300 pages. Look how cute that is. I'm definitely a sucker for aesthetics when it comes to books. Of course, that's not at all what matters, only the story matters. But I always do like a self-improvement or self-development book in the morning, and then what I call my fun reads at nighttime. And I know I have my Kindle. I have 2 Kindles actually, but sometimes once in a while I crave just like the physical book. You know what I mean? Anyway, so the other day I called Ava's dad for the first time since last July, because I want to get her a passport to take her on like a special trip. I'm really busy from May 1st until literally the end of the year, but I want to find time to squeeze in like a little mother-daughter trip, and she's never been outside of the country. But in order to do that, I have to fill out a form and he has to fill out a form. And it went pretty well. It was pretty straightforward. I was just like, hey, I'll send over the document. Can you please just get them done so she can get her passport? He said yes, and I hung up the phone. I kind of hate that I still get anxiety if I have to talk to him, but I was really proud of myself for doing that. I've been out of the country many times before, but there's so many places that I want to see that I have not seen yet. And I want to see somewhere like for the first time together, but I would definitely love your input. I'm open to literally anywhere in the world. I kind of feel bad because the last few vacations have been cold vacations. You guys know we're obsessed with going to national parks, and it was super cold in Washington and it was really cold in Montana. And then the year before that, we went to Utah to see the ice castles. And so this year she was like, please mom, just take me somewhere warm. And I'm like, okay, maybe go to like St. Thomas or St. John in the Virgin Islands, because you don't need a passport to go there. Just give me some ideas. Let me know what you think. I want to book it pretty soon. Thanks for spending the day with me. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.